What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jake Shavink here, and the Packers currently have a conundrum at safety. Darnell Savage is assumingly going to get one of those starting spots, but the second one might be up for grabs. Rudy Ford is back. They did bring in Jonathan Owens, but maybe the solution at safety is day 3 pick Anthony Johnson Jr., who is supposed to be considered maybe a 4th or 5th round selection. The Packers get him in the 7th round. Now, Johnson Jr. played all but 5 snaps in his first 4 seasons at corner, then moved a little bit in 2022, playing 500 snaps, almost split evenly between the box and the slot, and 74 snaps at free safety. So with maybe that adjustment, with that position switch, could Anthony Johnson Jr. from Iowa State be the solution at safety? Well, we're going to dive into the film room right here and take a look. All right, guys, here we go to the film room for Anthony Johnson Jr. And I think what's really good first impressions from Anthony Johnson Jr. Obviously, Iowa State plays a little bit of a different defense than what NFL defenses play, right? You get this 3 safety look, so different responsibilities, but I think you're going to see a lot of what Joe Barry's going to ask of the safety position in Anthony Johnson Jr. here in a lot of these reps. So let's begin, obviously, with some run defense. You're going to be asked in the Barry defense to be able to come up in the alleyway into your run fits and help out even when the Packers have numbers in the box. So what do we see here? Again, ball's given on this sweep. Anthony Johnson Jr., good close, finish, good tackle there to limit a big play. Once again, we're flying downhill from deep. Stay in your run fit. Again, maybe gets a little bit out of position there, but still wraps up and limits a big gain. Once again, he's here. Okay, what are we going to do? Let's help blow this thing up. Plays with good physicality. Great collision. And actually falls into the fact of helping out that run fit and creating a tackle for loss. Bijan Robinson, we know how good he is. He's a tough son of a gun to bring down. So what are we going to do here? Again, his job, stay outside. Force Bijan Robinson back in. This is really good. Here he's helping his guys out. And again, a wrap up down low. That's a really good spot to wrap Bijan Robinson up. Okay, he's by himself here. A Bijan run where, okay, Robinson's at 2nd and 3rd level. This could be a huge play. A little out of position. Got to be careful. But a shoestring tackle that saves a touchdown. Once again here, responsibility is going to be outside in this run fit. So what do we need to do? We need to turn him back inside. This is really good. You see the hip sink, the ability to explode out of that break. And we're wrapping up once again down low to limit, again, another slippery back in Eric Gray. What else can we see? Again, he's dropped into the box, fit, dip around the block, and also be in position where, again, when you dip around a block, I'm not giving up my gap necessarily. I'm still in position to make this tackle. Good wrap up there for a limited gain once again. Now, the slot, an important position, obviously, in the Joe Barry defense as well. Will he get reps here? That's going to be a question mark as well, right? Darnell Savage, maybe he's going to play in the deep safety. We talked about that earlier. So the slot position, I know Keyshawn Nixon's right now in the clubhouse favorite, but could Johnson Jr. get some looks here? I like what I see with him when he is, again, turning and running, when he's getting vertical. This is where he can thrive. Again, he knows it's a vertical route. He's believing that it is. Step for step, turn around, find the ball. Interception. Really nice there. Bottom of your screen instead now. Once again, we're turning. Really nice job. Really cutting off this vertical route, being in great position inside, and PBU. Really nice from Anthony Johnson Jr. there. What can we expect to see from the roof? I think a lot of this. Now, Quinn Ewers thinks probably going to have to pick up this crosser here that the Texas receiver's running, so he's not going to be able to pick up the post. Instead, he gets fooled, and Johnson Jr. is in a really nice position here to make this play. He had to turn around to find the football. A little bit off target. Didn't come down with the interception. Would love to see him, but that's a tough play even for receivers to make an adjustment and swap over your shoulder. Once again, we're dropping deep in a deep half. Need to be able to drive as this guy's going to occupy now and cross over into this safety zone. Need to be able to drive on this dig route. Does a really nice job of it. Meets him at the catch point. Usually that is a play that's going to cause a PBU. Heck of a catch by the receiver, but a physical finish, and a good close by Johnson Jr. there on that dig route. What I really like the recognition here, again, understands that receiver is trying to drive inside stem to create a little pick play. Johnson does a great job jumping outside, and he's in a good position now. Hips low, really nice footwork to be able to drive on something that's on an inbreaker, but he knows outbreaker. We're good either way, and he's covered up the tight end there. Really nice job overall. Again, what I like to see is playing top down, but here he's in this position. His assignment now is to pick up Bijan Robinson on the wheel route, gets underneath. Good job there squeezing him to the sideline. Once again, can we play top down in a defense like this? He contacts the receiver. Nice there. And he's got a snap down now, eyes in zone, looking at the quarterback. Where's he going? Understands running back is releasing. Can I make this play? Yeah, he'll close. Throws a little bit off, but even if that pass to Roschon Johnson is on target, play's done right there. He's close with some of these plays where he's anticipatory and he's reading the quarterback's eyes. In the slot here, leaves his man really close. Doesn't have quite the closing speed you might want to see for these slot corners. That's why maybe his real position is going to be safety going forward, because he's that close with jumping these routes. Once again, almost, again here, so close. And again, it's a little bit with just transitions with him. They're a little bit slower right for a slot corner, and that's what makes it a little more difficult on him. I think this is a really nice job. Communication error here. Flat. Both defenders think they have it. Corner's pointing that he's got it. Good recovery. Good turn. He's got fluid hips to change direction. It's just, is he that twitchy and explosive in this short area to handle things in the slot? I would say no, but a couple of my favorites as well here. Send him on a blitz. Yep, can affect the quarterback. Incomplete pass. Very nice there. This is one of my favorites in run defense just because look at him dip under this block. I know he's on the ground, but he's still in position to wrap up and make a tackle low. This was a 3-play sequence against Oklahoma in the red zone. 3 plays in a row where Johnson Jr. does a phenomenal job. First one here is QB is going to run. What do you need to do? You have to stay outside and force him back inside to your guys. Forced him back inside to where he has help. Really strong job there. This one, probably the most impressive. We have 3 players in this route concept here. Contacts 1. Really what this receiver is doing is he's trying to drive this guy out. Same here. Take this guy out of play. Run to the flat, and we should be able to create a touchdown. Nope. He's able to snap off his guy. Really nice wrap up and tackle there short of the goal line. Then, right after it on 3rd and goal, can we blow up this run play? You bet we can. Really nice job closing into the backfield there, limiting it to no gain. Now, there are some inconsistencies with the tackling. So you've seen the good with tackling here. Roschon Johnson runs him over. That's a tough one. This is a tough position to be put in, right? This is your last line of defense. Nobody's in this gap, so you're pretty much screwed here, but he tries his best, understands, okay, read it out. He's pressing there, so he does a good job being in the right spot, but that's a tough one. That's a tough one against a slippery back in Eric Gray, and the backs are going to be slippery in the league as well. Okay, you're the end man here. Again, he's doing the right thing and making sure he's outside, that he's turning back into help, but can't come up whiffing there at the end as the end man. That's a tougher one for him. In the slot, what do we see? Open up against the tight end. He just looks a little sluggish in the transition, right? This is a tougher separation thing. Luckily, he's got help, but he's just a little bit tough in terms of transitioning. Here, again, a little bit too far inside. Does a good job recovering, but you see him go immediately to grab. Not something you want to see. You know, there's going to be penalties thrown. You know how skewed it is to receivers in the passing game and the offense. So it's going to be a little bit tougher here off of a switch release. Again, he's in good position. This is good. Open up when you've seen it vertical. But again, a little stumbly there. Just not quick, super quick out of the break. It's a tough assignment in the slot. The slot is not an easy position to play, but he's giving up a little bit of separation. Now at the bottom, a little out of position here. And now he's just kind of in recovery stumble mode. You can see him looking to grab. He's just kind of out of sorts when he's stumbling in transition. That's just a tougher position for him to play. It's hard to see him playing the slot, but then you see good reps like this where He's opening up. That's fine, right? He knows he can turn and run with guys, and that's not been an issue. You've seen it in previous reps. Does a good job recognizing he's running the sail route there and does a good job at racing it. So when it comes to Anthony Johnson Jr., what do we see? I think the transition to safety is the correct one. I think you see him process things pretty well when he's on the roof of the defense. You've seen what he can do in run support as a tackler. It's a little inconsistent. We need to fix that. We need to bring it more consistently around to the point where he is wrapping up. We're limiting missed tackles over a full season. That needs to change. And also, I think when you look at overall what he's going to bring, maybe the versatile skill set is there, but you see the recognition, you see the processing skills improve wherever he's at. He's making plays, and I think that's what's important. Will he be the solution at safety in 2023 for Green Bay? Probably not, but I think you see something there with him. After 1 year of transitioning to more safety, slot, and box reps, I think you're going to see that maybe over time, Anthony Johnson Jr. does become a solution at safety for the Packers, especially because Savage might be gone after the season. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on Anthony Johnson Jr. If you did, throw a like down there, sub if you're new. Still more film rooms on draft picks for the Packers coming out very soon. I will catch you guys in the next video. Farewell.